sports alert now. YR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Hey, welcome in on this Wednesday morning. It is September 10th. You have Ryan and Rachel here.
Thanks so much for joining us. Another chilly start.
Yeah.
It seems like fall is falling, as Kate would say.
Fall is falling. Well, only in the morning because, you know, during the afternoon, the 70s want to keep hanging on, and I am just fine with that.
I think a lot of people are A-okay with how our weather's been this week. You know, we're in the not even halfway through this stretch of really, really nice weather where we have our cool mornings. We have 40s across the board, 50s closer towards the lakeshore you go. Otherwise, not quite as cold as it was yesterday. We're up just by a few degrees. Got a nice clear sky as well. We're seeing abundant sunshine once again for today. That's going to get those temperatures back into the mid-70s for the second day in a row, and we're going to keep this going all the way through the end of the week. We have little to no rain on the way also until we get towards the tail end of the weekend. I'll have the latest data on that coming up for you in just a few minutes.
We will now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. A nice quiet start to our days. We're looking at the Energy Saver Skynet 9 camera in Auburn. No major issues heading out the door. It's another cool, comfortable start to the day. You got some spots dealing with some fog, so just a heads up, especially along Route 20. Another cool one, not quite as cold as what we were yesterday, but just by a few degrees. Morrisville sitting at 40, Tully's at 44. We have 54 up in Oswego and Redfield at 43 at the moment. So once we get rid of this morning's fog, we got a lot of sunshine again today, a few clouds later this afternoon. Temperatures are warming up very nicely once again. We're going to deal with another day with those highs well into the mid-70s, which is average for this time of year. We're going to continue this kind of stagnant weather pattern, but I think it's safe to say a lot of people don't mind it when our pattern is stagnant like this. Because remember back in May when it was nothing but cold and rainy like nonstop? So now we're on the flip side of things. So tonight's lows, another cool one in the 40s and near 50 degrees, and highs in the 70s again tomorrow. We'll probably see a few extra clouds tomorrow, and that's really about it. We'll maintain the 70s through the end of the week, and we're also maintaining our dry weather. We have like no rain in our forecast really until possibly over the weekend, and even then we're getting away dry during the day Saturday. It's Saturday night into Sunday though, so when we finally have something entering the picture here. So no rain though. You really got to go all the way up to Canada and the UP of Michigan and Wisconsin to get any rain over the Great Lakes, or you have to head down the mid-Atlantic. So we have high pressure over us that is shielding us from the rain, but also preventing a lot of cloud cover from forming as well. So we're looking really good for today. Once again, cool morning, warm afternoon, dry, all good for any of your outdoor plans. You got Syracuse Mets tonight. You got amphitheater for tonight. Hamilton is downtown this evening. We've got a lot going on this week. We're getting to that really busy time of the year where we want to get out and enjoy all the fall things. And we are going to have some really nice weather to do so. Tomorrow morning is much of the same. During the afternoon, we are still watching that very weak backdoor cold front, again, giving us maybe a few extra showers, or extra cloud cover, I should say, but really no rain coming at us. It will not be until maybe this weekend, and even then, you can see maybe some extra clouds on Saturday, but really not until Sunday that we finally get an okay chance of rain in here. And that's not until later in the day, most likely. And even if we do get some rain, it's not going to be a whole lot here. Many of you, less than a quarter inch of rain. And we may see some of those light showers still hanging on through the start of next week. But again, still a lot of dry time. Temperatures just kind of maintaining the mid-70s through next Tuesday.
Okay, time now is 5:15, coming up at 5:30.
Now, your forecast first. Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, we are looking really nice once again as we are up and out in this morning. A little cool in the 40s and 50s. A little bit of some patchy valley fog in some areas, but gorgeous once again this afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-70s for pretty much everyone, which is average for this time of year. Actually, yesterday's high of 73 landed a few degrees shy of the normal high for this time of year, so enjoy it. This is about as good as a 10 out of 10 as you can get. Perfect weather to go see the Syracuse Mets play tonight. Just have your sweatshirts.
What timing? So coincidental.
Yeah.
She says no thank you for her either.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like my carnival rides, bland. I like movie selection. I don't do any of that stuff. No, I'm as boring as they come. You know this about me. Like,
we're working on it.
No, I'm fine with it. And I'm fine with this weather. I know it's a little chilly this morning, but you know, the afternoons have been just...
It's been amazing.
What's the song? Afternoon Delight. That's all I got.
Give us another line there.
Something like that.
Oh, it is really nice this morning. We have a nice clear sky, a little bit of fog around in the morning. Looking good. 41 degrees in Hamilton, 49 in Rome, 52 in Fulton. We'll tell you why we're laughing later, Ryan, during commercial break. All right, we're mostly clear right now on the satellite and radar. And we are featuring another 10 out of 10 stellar day. Cool morning. And really, really nice again this afternoon. This has been great for any of your outdoor activities with those highs back into the 70s.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
And a very good Wednesday morning to you. We're starting to see that glow on the horizon of that sun coming up in about an hour from now. Energy saver Skynet 9 camera out over downtown. Things are pretty quiet. I've been wanting to show you Morrisville. It's still a little too dark, but we definitely have some fog going on along Route 20. So about in the next half hour should be bright enough to show you some of that. Speaking of Morrisville, you are our cool spot at 40 degrees. Still not as chilly as what you were yesterday. Pretty much everyone is about 5 degrees warmer than we were just 24 hours ago. As we're getting you out the door today, though, temperatures are climbing up very nicely, back into the mid-70s for this afternoon. Lots of sunshine for today, and just keeping things very, very quiet. We are almost halfway through, not even quite halfway through this latest stagnant weather pattern. Sometimes when we talk about this, it's about not so nice weather, and so it's a nice little change of pace for us. Let's certainly take advantage of it. You know, this is such a busy, busy time of the year, so it's nice when the weather is cooperating. Now, with that said, yes, we do need some rain. We're still running well below normal, but at least we have some really nice weather to enjoy our outdoor activities, but we're not expecting rain again until we get to the weekend. And even then, it's not a slam dunk for everyone. We have a little bit of rain developing later in the day on Saturday, and then we're watching for chances of rain on Sunday. But even then, we're still keeping it at about a 20 to 30% chance, and so we got it's like a 1 in 3 shot at seeing some of that rain. Other than that, things are quiet. You can see we're right in the sweet spot here between clouds to the south and clouds and rain to the north. We've got high pressure keeping us nice and high and dry. We call this type of weather in our little meteorological world, as weather nerds like to say, big bubble, no trouble. The big bubble of high pressure, just keeping us nice and quiet and tranquil. So mid-70s for this afternoon, after school, after work, all good again. Overnight, about the same again. I know I'm sounding like a broken record at this point, so hopefully you don't get too sick of this. Hopefully you're not getting too sick of this weather. Again, it's close to a 10 out of 10 as you can expect. Few clouds later in the day tomorrow from that backdoor cold front, but it's not expecting to give us really any rain. Maybe 1 or 2 sprinkles, if that, and even then that's a hard maybe. And we're looking good through Friday as well, so where is the rain? Well, it's not happening on Saturday, at least not in the morning, late in the day. We'll see if we get any showers nearby. Otherwise, our next best chance is on Sunday. You can even see here, it's not a great chance at it. Many of you, if you do pick up some rain, it'll probably even be less than 1/4 of an inch. And then next week's not bad also. Temperatures in the 70s, maybe a few showers nearby, but nothing really too crazy here for Monday and Tuesday.
YRTV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
A very good morning to you. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. It is September 10th. You have Ryan and Rachel here.
Thanks so much for joining us. And we were just talking about these cold mornings.
Yeah.
giving way to beautiful afternoons. I'm loving this trend, Kate. Can it just stick around?
Yeah, layer season's here.
I know. Well, at least it's going to stick around at least this week. And you know what? I'm looking at stuff for next week. And the summer heat may not leave us anytime soon, too. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but we're looking good. It's another cool start to the day. It's 49 in Syracuse, 43 in Cortland, 54 in Soda. So a lot of us are about 5 degrees, give or take, warmer than we were this time yesterday. But, yeah, it's still a cool start, but all in all, looking really good. So at the bus stop, grabbing the sweatshirts this afternoon. It is beautiful and sunny once again with those highs back into the mid-70s.
We will now Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Absolutely beautiful on our tower cam as we are looking out over Central New York. We have sunrise coming up in about a half hour, and then I want to show you Morrisville. It's finally just bright enough where I could show you the patchy fog that we are dealing with. We have visibility down to less than a mile for a lot of you along Route 20, where we have our typical patchy foggy areas. It is 49 at the Syracuse Airport, a smidgen warmer than what we were this time yesterday. Pretty much everyone is about 5 degrees warmer, and that means we'll have a slightly warmer day. Yesterday, we got to 73. Today, our forecast high is about 75 degrees, so it feels really, really great again this afternoon. There's not that much of a breeze. A little bit we do have is from the northeast, and we are just feeling very comfortable once again. Lows tonight about the same in the 40s. We're going to continue this kind of stagnant weather pattern here, but on a good side, usually when we're talking about stagnant weather patterns, we don't necessarily have good news for you, but this is certainly a week that we can enjoy, take advantage, and just absolutely in love, because it's very much a 10 out of 10 by a lot of people's standards. Now, here's the flip side of it, though. We need some rain. We got drought conditions in a lot of areas in New York State and in Central New York, and we still have no rain in our forecast. None today. There's really nothing happening until maybe later Saturday night, and then our next best chance is really not coming until Sunday. Otherwise, we're just pretty quiet. We're stuck right here, this stripe of clear sky. We got rain to the north and to the south, and it stays out of our way. We're not expecting anything to really impact us a whole lot. You may notice our sunrises and sunsets be a little bit more vibrant. We do have a touch of wildfire smoke actually from Canada kind of filtering that sky just a little bit, not too much to cause us issues with the AQI, but you just may notice that in the next couple of days, or just a touch of a haziness in the sky. Other than that, it's all good. Here we are, 6 o'clock tonight. You have a soccer practice to go to or a game to watch for tonight. You got some great weather. Syracuse Mets are tonight. You got amphitheater tonight, too. You got yellow card tonight. It's going to be a great, great evening. Just remember, when that sun goes down, those temperatures fall off pretty quickly. Tomorrow, there's a little bit of a cold front, not much, but a very, very weak one. And so we'll notice it with a few extra clouds later in the day, but really no rain coming at it. So where is the rain? Well, it's not here, but it'll start to make its way towards us over the weekend. You can see there's some green nearby. It's not a lot, and it's mostly happening on Sunday. And even then, maybe a quarter inch at best. There's really not much rain happening for the next 7 days or so. And even next week, we could see some pretty warm summer like temperatures the second half of next week. A few things I've seen so far.
You know what that means?
What?
More lane closures, more construction.
Continues.
Our favorite.
Construction season continues.
Well, they got to get it done before the winter.
Yeah.
In honor of Hamilton.
heebie-jeebies just looking at it.
As Randy Jackson would say, that's a no for me, dog.
That's a no for me, dog. Absolutely. But this weather, he'd be like, yes, you're going to Hollywood.
Yes.
I like that. Yeah, it feels like Hollywood
It
weather.
does feel like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Not in the morning temps, but
Yeah,
the afternoon.
I don't think they're this cold in the morning, but the afternoon, we are just California living around here. Absolutely beautiful. Got sunrise coming up in less than 10 minutes, and our temperatures, a lot of us are about 5 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago. So we're looking really, really great. We've had a stunning sunrise. All is quiet on the satellite and radar, and we're giving this morning, well, I'll give it a B because of how cool it is. But you know what? Not bad this afternoon. An A+ from Jim Teskey with those highs in the mid-70s.
Thank you, Kate.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, a very good morning to you. We have an absolutely beautiful look out over Tower Cam. something kind of cool happening right now. You see how they got like a dark line right there? I bet you that's a shadow from a cloud with that sun coming up. Yeah, and we got, oh, and a plane. We got a plane right there. But yeah, that's definitely a shadow from a cloud from the sun right there. Oh, that's cool. Don't see that very often. Yeah, I could look at that all morning. But I do have to tell you what the weather's going to be, even though pretty sure you know what it is. Sunny and 70s again today. We got to get through some fog. This is Morrisville, one of our typical spots that's very foggy this time of year. You are one of them again today, so watching out for low visibility. 49 right now at the airport. We got 52 in Fayetteville, 50 in Central Square, 40 down in Cincinnatus. Our temperatures are a smidgen warmer than they were yesterday, but it still feels kind of cool outside. Mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and our temperatures, it is a literal copy and paste from yesterday. We're going for temperatures back into the mid-70s, which is average for this time of year. No changes for tonight, too. Clear, cool, comfy. We'll probably see a few extra clouds tomorrow afternoon. It's still warm in the 70s. Other than that, not a whole lot happening here. We are in a very stagnant weather pattern, but on the good side. Because remember in May, when it was hard to even buy any dry weather around here, yeah, we could barely get enough, like 2 days in a row. So we're on the flip side of that, and we're going to keep it dry all the way until the weekend. Now, I'm not saying this weekend is going to be super rainy. No, even Saturday, it's mostly dry. Sunday is just going to be our next chance for some rain, and even then, the chances, they're not fantastic, but at least we finally have some data to back up at least a chance at some scattered showers for at least Sunday afternoon. Not today, though. We're keeping it dry. We're keeping it sunny at lunchtime. Oh, I hope you're able to carve some time to spend some time outdoors with our weather like this the last couple of days, because it has been beautiful to take advantage because, well, we know what's not that far away, even though I know we still haven't technically hit fall just yet, but we know that the flakes will be flying before we know it. So enjoy this nice, comfortably warm weather this week. Even next week still looks pretty warm, too. So take it, because we know we're starting to get a little numbered with these kind of days now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Well,
I'm loving it.
Not anytime soon, but...
But Syracuse, get some winter.
Winter is coming.
Get some winters around here. Let me tell you, ski season is great.
Let's look at your forecast.
Well, we are looking great this morning. A bit cool, but mostly sunny as we have a nice view out over Oswego from the Energy Saver Skynet 9 camera. 48 degrees. We're about 5 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday, but it's still on that cool side. This afternoon, absolutely beautiful once again. Dry, sunny, and highs in the 70s. Enjoy. We're going to keep this up, a copy and paste from today into tomorrow. Maybe a few extra clouds for tomorrow. Friday looks great. Saturday, some extra cloud cover later in the day. And then we'll finally introduce a little bit of a chance of rain in here on Sunday, which I know the lawns and plants will be very grateful for any drink of water Mother Nature can provide.
That is true. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning News. Here is our Pompey cam. Look at that. You can see like the sun shining on parts of the trees. Actually, it looks like fall foliage has begun because of it.
Tiny, tiny little bit.
Yeah. Take care, folks.